Hey everyone! If you're getting ready to step into an early childhood classroom, you are about to take on one of the most important jobs in the world. Seriously. In this explainer, we're going to break down the absolute essentials of early language and literacy. Think of this as your foundational guide to opening up that window to the world for your future students. So let's get right into it. So let's kick things off with a pretty powerful idea. This quote actually comes from an investment banker of all people, someone who spent his life looking for the best financial returns. And his conclusion? The single best place to put our resources for future success isn't stocks or bonds, it's our youngest children.
And you know, there's some serious science behind this. From birth to age 3, a child's brain is literally building its own architecture. The experiences they have during this time don't just teach them a few things. They are physically shaping the foundation for how they'll learn for the rest of their lives. It's a huge deal.
Okay, so here's a quick look at our roadmap. We'll start by digging into that return on investment idea. Then we'll cover the big 5 must-know literacy skills, put a special spotlight on oral language, give you some practical strategies for your classroom, and wrap up with how to support every single child.
So what does this investment actually look like in the classroom? Well, it's not about having the most expensive flashcards or the fanciest tech. It all starts with something much more fundamental: positive, caring relationships. These relationships are the absolute bedrock that makes all other learning possible.
What I love about this is that it shows this beautiful chain reaction. See, it all begins with those positive relationships. When a child feels safe and cared for, they start to develop trust. That trust helps build their confidence. And what does a confident child do? They feel empowered to go out, explore, discover, and learn. It's a clear path.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty, the core building blocks you'll be working with every day. A big study identified 5 key areas that are the strongest predictors of whether a child will become a successful reader. These are your big 5.
So what are they? We're about to walk through each one, and to make it stick, we're going to follow a little story that shows you what these skills actually look like in the real world.
First up is phonological awareness. Now, that sounds super academic, right? But all it means is the ability to hear the smaller sounds in language. We're not even talking about letters yet, just sounds. This picture is a perfect example. When Joan hears spoon and moon and gets that they rhyme, boom, that's phonological awareness in action. Next, we have alphabet knowledge. This is all about recognizing letters and knowing their names and sounds. And what's the most important, most interesting word in the entire universe to a little kid? Their own name, of course. That's why kids, just like Joan here, get so excited to learn the letters that belong to them first.
Then we have print concepts. This is that aha moment, when a child realizes that all those squiggles on a page aren't just random drawings, they're actually speech written down. You can really see Joan's progress here. She started by just finishing the sentences her mom read, and now she's reading that same book to her little brother. How cool is that?
And here we have oral language and vocabulary. This is all about growing a child's ability to speak and understand words. And check this out. Joan is using gel, which is Bengali for water, and water from school. She's building her vocabulary in 2 languages at once, which, by the way, is an incredible superpower for her brain.
And finally, number 5 is background knowledge. This is basically everything a child knows about the world. It's their mental filing cabinet. So when Joan learns the word rice at school, she can connect it to the bot she eats at home. That connection makes the new learning meaningful, and it helps it stick.
Okay, now we're going to zoom in on oral language for a minute. We're giving it a special spotlight because it is truly at the heart of everything. It's the engine that powers all the other literacy skills.
So, what is it exactly? Well, put simply, it's the entire system we use to speak and to listen. It's how we share everything inside our heads, all our knowledge, our big ideas, our feelings, with the people around us. It is the absolute foundation of communication.
And get this, it's way more complex than you might think. Oral language isn't just one thing. It's a whole system of skills working together. It's how we understand grammar, process sounds, follow the social rules of a conversation, and build our vocabulary, all happening at once, seamlessly.
And now for the really fun part. We've talked about the why and the what, so let's get into the how. What are some simple but really powerful strategies you can start using in your classroom tomorrow to build all these skills?
First things first, surround your kids with words. A print-rich environment shows them that written language has a real purpose. Label everything: the cubbies, the tables, the toy bins. Put up fun signs. And, most importantly, bring it into their play. A notepad for taking orders in a pretend restaurant. A clipboard for a doctor's office. That's where the magic happens.
Okay, this next one is a big one. You're gonna see invented spelling, like a kid writing BK for bike, and your first instinct might be to correct it, but please don't. This is actually an amazing sign. It shows that the child's brain is working hard, trying to connect sounds to letters. It's a critical step on the way to correct spelling, not some bad habit you need to break.
Here is a brilliant little technique for building oral language. It's called Strive for 5. The whole goal is to stretch a simple interaction into at least 5 back and forth exchanges. You ask a question, the child answers. But then instead of just saying, "Nice job," you ask another question. You challenge them to think a little deeper. This simple turn-taking in conversation is incredibly powerful for building their minds.
All right, let's move into our final section, and honestly, it might be the most important one. Your classroom is going to be filled with children from all kinds of backgrounds, and your job is to see that diversity as the incredible gift that it is.
This quote right here says it all. A child's home language is never a barrier to learning. It's the foundation that all new learning is built on. It's a strength, something to be celebrated and woven into the fabric of your classroom.
And this picture just illustrates that so perfectly. Look at this. This child is using everything in their toolbox to communicate. Pictures, English letters, characters from another language. Kids from diverse backgrounds bring these amazing skills and different ways of seeing the world that make the classroom richer for everyone.
So as you get ready to step into that classroom, remember this: you are doing so much more than just teaching letters and sounds. You are opening a window to the entire world, making sure every child can see the vast possibilities out there and helping them seize their own incredible potential. And that brings us to one final thought for you to take on your journey. Think about the relationships you're going to build, the environment you'll create, and the strategies you'll use. How will you open that window for every single child who walks through your door?